Hello. Hello everyone. It's me, the late Lord Haven. I'm back. I'm here at last. How late am I? 2 minutes. I'm getting better and better every day. Give me a sec, my cat wants to leave the room. Be gone. Be gone, furry beast. Alright, the cat's gone. Awesome. Okay. Without further ado, I shall begin. Once again, we are on the starting of the rebellion, and we'll see what chaos unfolds as I answer questions, look at super chats, and just generally talk about the channel. Talk about life. I've actually been the last hour looking at the Westerlands for my next CK3 video. I'll be looking at every house in the Westerlands explained, and so far I've looked at the Duchy of Castle Rock, Runridge, and Craighall, and I've moved on to the Fieldlands, which is House Swift, the sigil of which is a big blue cock, because Harris Swift is sort of a ridiculous character in the books. He's a fun one. I might do a whole video about Harris Swift, just because he's a giant meme. I might just call him like the meme of Westeros or something. But let's get the realm view up. There we go. How are we all doing? Allow the beast to stay. The beast wanted to leave. I didn't kick the beast out. The beast was clawing at the floor, trying to get out of the study. How are we all doing? Hello, hello. Hope he tells us when the next CK3 A Game of Thrones video will be out. I'm busy the next 3 days. I won't be at my PC. I'll try and get it done as soon as possible, but I think I'm going to experiment with when I'm releasing videos. So usually I do it on a Sunday, but my last couple of videos haven't done great in terms of views. Harrenhal Part 1 and 2 is out. Very successful. I think they turned out well. Not too many views, unfortunately. So I'm going to do what Quinn the GM is doing, which is he's posting on weekdays to kind of mix it up a bit, see how it goes, because his weekday videos are quite successful. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a similar thing. I might post during the week, but that should be next week sometime. And when is Every Fray Explained? Every Fray Explained will have to be like when I'm in a financial situation where I can spend a whole month working on a video. Because Every Fray Explained, I've already got the script for it. It's like 20 something pages, so it's going to be like a long video. And it'll take me a while, but I'm not at the stage where I can just step back and do that. I need to post as many videos as I can. Thoughts on the In-Betweeners? That's a very random question from Nebuchadnezzar rather. But yeah, amazing show. Great show. Great reflection on teenage suburban life, I think. Tanko is still hoping/coping for a new Telltale Game of Thrones game, even though the company is dead. I need to play that game. I've teased before the idea of Quinn and I perhaps playing through the Game of Thrones Telltale game, which Glidus and Swifty tried to do, but it didn't quite work out. Because there's so much dialogue. I haven't watched them do it, but they said that they didn't have fun doing it. But a question from Casper, if I'm pronouncing that right. Do you think Rob and any chance for a win after the Tyrells joined the Lannisters? No, I think once they had the backing of the Reach, all the men of the Reach, all the food of the Reach, and Renly was out of the picture, and Stannis had lost the Battle of King's Landing. Once Stannis lost the Battle of King's Landing, I'd say it was basically over for Rob. It's possible that he could have retreated north and basically said, I'm king of the north, stay away, and then the Iron Throne would have had difficulty invading the north from the south without dragons, so maybe some compromise or deal could have been reached. But in terms of actually marching to King's Landing and overthrowing the Lannisters, I think it was kind of, that was it. It doesn't mean they wouldn't have been able to take Castle Rock, so who knows. The company was revived. Oh, the company that made Telltale Games was revived. I had no idea. What do I think about Interesting Nerd Club's 100 Kingdoms theory? I'm not sure what that is, I'll have to check that. I hope you liked their collab. Yeah, let me know in the chat, what did you guys think about the Harrenhal videos with Interesting Nerd Club and Quinn the GM and Random Internet Guy? Part 1 and Part 2. What did you think? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you think it should have been one part? Do you think it should have been longer? Send in your questions. Like this stream too, that helps. And if you want to support the channel, send in a cheeky super chat. I'll prioritise you, I'll read out the chat, I'll say thank you, which is the most important thing. That's worth spending money, isn't it? Hearing a random person online say thank you. What is going on here? Let's have a look. Okay, yeah. Ares is still doing his thing. Where's a... The Stormlands appear to be... What's this, integrated? Oh no, not quite. The war's going on for a while. Doesn't look like too much has changed, has it? Hoster's still doing his thing. Even Jon's alive. Jon Arryn always dies in like the first year because he's an old ass man. Still alive. Ned. Okay. Not much has changed for now. That's kind of fun. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for the super chat from Jack, the one and only, with the awesome House Dane profile picture. Other than the Targaryens, which house do you think would have the easiest time convincing the other houses to rule the Iron Throne? Okay, so obviously, ignoring the Targaryens, right? With dragons, they can conquer by fire and blood. Even without the dragons, they can say, you know, they can say, look at our history, our family is here to rule, you know? Which house would have the easiest time? Okay, so let's have a look. House Martell, no, because there's xenophobia against the Dornish. House Greyjoy, no, because they're too culturally distinct to be accepted by anyone else. House Stark, no, again, I think the South won't accept being ruled by Northmen, and the Northmen barely like being ruled by the South, but there's still some degree of autonomy there. So it will have to be one of the southern mainland houses. In terms of convincing people that they'd be the best, you could argue the Reach. The Tyrells come from a place of great strength. They can field a huge army, I think the largest army, and they have a very rich, fertile land. So in terms of power, you could argue the Tyrells could use that claim. Their claim would be might, basically. Might making right. Although, the Westerlands, lots of gold. So with wealth, perhaps, that would be their play. Baratheons, they do have the lineage. As we know, Robert Baratheon utilised that after overthrowing. But assuming that we're not talking about a rebellion, we're just talking about, you know, conceptually, theoretically, who could take the throne. I think you need... It's not enough to say that you happen to be descended from Aegon's bastard half-brother. It's about the power you have. So the Tyrells have the food and the men. The Westerlands have the gold. Riverlands and the Vale. Yeah, so Tyrells or the Lannisters, honestly. I think the Tyrells and the Lannisters would be able to convince people that they should rule, just in terms of their wealth and power. And banking on people not wanting to stand up against them. Harrenhal videos are nice, but I prefer house history. That's what Casper said. I mean, it was a house history, but it It was a bunch of mini house histories put together into one about Harrenhal. Like, a house history specifically about House Lothston, there's not enough for me to talk about. It wouldn't be in-depth enough. But I see what you mean. You prefer sort of solo house histories. Nebuchadnezzar said that you love the real history that was mentioned in the Harrenhal videos. Probably could have been one video. Yeah, I sliced it in half because I knew that a two-parter, especially when you're waiting for people to send in audio and so on, that it could take way too long. A two-parter could take way too long. Like merged together. That's what I'm trying to say. One video would take... So I thought better to put out what I have already, then finish the rest and do that so that people aren't waiting for too long. But I do agree it would have been more satisfying as one big video. Should I do that? What do you guys think? Should I take part 1 and part 2 and just release one full Harrenhal video? Or is that kind of pointless? And and you said you love the real history. Good feedback there. Random internet guy incorporated real history when talking about House Lothston. This is an idea I've had, doing comparison. So I did my video explaining the Red Wedding in animated form, the build-up, the people behind it, the aftermath, etc. And I called it The Real Red Wedding, and I want to change the title because people have said, well, it's not the real Red Wedding, is it? You know, it's people going into it thinking, oh, the war's over. Shit, we missed it. We'll check that in a second. I'll finish what I was saying. People came into that video thinking that it was me talking about the real Red Wedding, as in the historical event it was inspired by, such as the Black Dinner and the Glencoe Massacre and so on. And I thought, that's a good idea. So that's what I want. That's a series I want to do in the future. Real world history that inspired A Song of Ice and Fire. So, like I said, the Red Wedding inspired by real life. Let's say the thing, the legend of Dracula, which clearly inspires House Bolton in some way. The Borgias seem to be an inspiration for the Lannisters to some degree. The War of the Roses, obvious one. In time for Hot D Season 2, maybe I'll talk about the Anarchy, the English Anarchy, which inspired the Dance of the Dragons. So all that kind of stuff. Finding the inspirations from real history. Thank you for the super chat from Coleshot, one of my amazing patrons. He says, do you believe everyone could sit in the throne? I mean, if you conquered it, somehow you have the right to sit there, right? Intrigue included. So, in terms of... Yeah, if you conquer it, then... there's the might makes right. It's a sort of, you earned it through conquest. Aegon earned it through conquest. Robert earned it through conquest. He tried to justify it. What? Okay, well, once I finish the super chat, we're gonna jump into whatever the fuck that is. Oh my god, it's never boring, is it? Woo. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, anyone could win the war and then sit on the throne and say, well, I conquered it, what are you going to do about it? But in terms of the previous super chat was specifically who could persuade people. Jack's super chat was who would have the easiest time convincing the other houses. So if any of these houses defeated the king, sat on the throne and went, I'm the king now, yes, they could. If they were powerful enough to maintain it and had the allies to do so, yes. But in terms of convincing people, I think the Tyrells and Lannisters have the strongest position. Because they're the richest / strongest regions. Hey, yeah. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Okay, so before I go back to the chat, let's have a look. So, the war is over. The Mad King died of heart failure. He executed Hoster Tully. What are his memories? I defeated Lord Param... Guys, I think we missed out on a lot of shit while I was answering questions. Holy shit, okay. So, Robert Baratheon launched his rebellion. Then Tywin declared a war of independence. Then Aerys imprisoned Tywin. Twice. And then, imprisoned Tywin and then... officially ended the War of Independence. Then Stannis seemed to continue Robert's war. Right? Yeah. Okay, so it seems like... When did he die of heart failure? A year ago. So it seems like the Mad King won the war against Robert, but then died of heart failure. Allegedly. And then Rhaegar took over. So we had a Mad King victory. Have we had that yet? I don't think we have. We haven't had... In all of our observer modes, we haven't had a single Mad King victory. Robert always wins, and then it's chaos. But in this timeline, the Mad King won, then keeled over from a heart attack. And then Rhaegar became king. But he is Rhaegar the cannibal. What? Okay. This is a crime to King Rhaegar. What? Okay, let's... We need to understand what's happened here. And Lyanna's alive. Lyanna Stark is alive. Holy shit. She survived. And she had her child. Oh, this is wild. Former spouse. Okay, so it looks like the marriage was annulled. Lyanna gave birth to Rhaegar's child. Not Jon Snow in this timeline, it's Princess Daenerys. And Lyanna survived the childbirth and is now queen. So this is the Rhaegar timeline. This is the timeline. This is the wholesome Rhaegar timeline where the princess that was promised has been born, and Lyanna's alive and is her queen, and he defeated the evil rebels, and the Mad King tyrant is dead. The only downside is he's a cannibal. Great. So did he kill Robert Baratheon? Yes. So he slew, piecing together the chaos, he slew Robert Baratheon. Did he then eat Robert? Sorry, why is he a cannibal? There weren't any memories about... When did this happen? When did he start eating humans? Okay, maybe he murdered Robert and then ate him. Cooked him like a boar. Imagine Robert on a spit with an apple in his mouth, like turning around like, ah! That is something. Are his children all alive and safe? Viserys is fine. It's one hell of a timeline. King Rhaegar the cannibal. Can you imagine? Okay. Yep, let's continue the timeline and I'll have a look at the chat again. Okay. Some people think the Harrenhal one was their favourite. That's cool. House Bigglestone. The one and only. House Nut should rule Westeros, I agree, yeah. Nebuchadnezzar says he's a descendant of Richard of York and King Edward IV and King Edward I of England. That's really awesome. I said this in in the Crownlands video that I knew someone at college who was directly descended from Robert of Gaunt. Richard of Gaunt. No. John of Gaunt. Oh my god, who's Richard? Yeah, John of Gaunt. Prince John of Gaunt. He was like 6 foot Chad as well. It was quite funny. Yeah, the Yorks being Starks, the Lannisters being Lancastrians. Burn them all. Maybe Rhaegar inherited his father's madness, but instead of burning them with wildfire, he'd lightly crisp them to make them nice and tasty. Got out silver knife and fork tucked in. Robert is a stag, yeah. Roast stag. Normally the nickname says where he got it from. It doesn't tell me who he... I can't find anything saying who he ate. He hasn't got any, it's not in his memories, it's not in his kills. Well, surely he ate Robert, right? If Robert's the only person he's killed. Unless, is there just an event where you can eat someone you kill, or the Red Pill timeline? The problem with the Sunday release is that there are 4 A Song of Ice and Fire streams that day. Boom, 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 no breaks. That is a very, very good point. That's a very good point. The thing is, when I look at my YouTube analytics... Okay, let me... yeah, while I'm doing this, I will explore the map and see how everyone's doing. So my YouTube analytics... Oh wait, no, I can do a better way of doing it. Show that viewers are most active Sunday afternoon. Afternoon for me, kind of like late morning, afternoon, evening for Americans. But the thing is, that's probably the same statistic for most YouTubers, which means lots of A Song of Ice and Fire YouTubers do streams and videos at the same time on the same day, and they all drown each other out. So actually, what I think I need to do is stop posting on Sunday, because lots of stuff comes up. I need to post on a weekday when other people aren't posting, and it's a surprise. It's boom. Because how it does in the first hour hugely affects the rest of the video. The rest of the video success. Right, how it does in that... If no one's watching in the first hour, it can stifle the growth. So I'm going to start posting during the week. Mix it up a bit. Because, hey, we want to get big, don't we? You got 15k subs. You're the early supporters of Fantasy Haven. Just wait till I'm 100k. Wait till I'm 1 million. Okay, Mace the Ace is just doing his thing. He's got a nickname, The Kind. He's a kind soul. That's pretty cool. As we saw here, Duran's chilling in the Stormlands. Okay, yes. Robert was slain by Rhaegar. Oh, Stannis is dead. F in the chat for Stannis. Slain by Lord Lester Morrigan. Lord Lester Morrigan slew him. Presumably, when Robert was killed, Stannis took up the cause, and then he died in battle. Rest in peace, Stannis, killed by Lester Morrigan. And now Renly is the Lord Paramount. Was he imprisoned? No, it looks like the war just sort of finished then. Okay, so Tywin of the Westerlands. So it looks like, as we know, he rose up in rebellion. Oh, he came to the... Wait, hold on, what? He came to the Mad King's... Oh no, he rose up for independence, he was defeated, he was released from prison, and then he helped the Mad King fight against Robert Baratheon, and he defeated Hoster, he defeated Eddard, he defeated Stannis. Oh wow, he turned against the Mad King, he was spared, then he joined sides with the Mad King. That's cool. Cersei is married to Rupert Foot. Okay, Rupert Foot is a count. That is marrying down. Very surprising. He's a good-looking chap, though, isn't he? Jaime's still in the Kingsguard. Oh, he's scratched up. He broke up with Cersei. Okay, yeah, he's broken up with Cersei. No winter. And Tyrion has unsurprisingly died under suspicious circumstances, which he does all of the time, which means it was Cersei who did it, right? Yep, there's a shock. This bitch. Actually, I will pause just in case I'm missing some stuff. Yeah, okay. Actually, no, let's look at the rest of the Lannister dynasty. In case you weren't here, I was saying my next CK3 video is going to be every Westerlands house explained. So, of course, that means the Lannisters and the Westlands are next. And I've done half the research for it. I'll do the rest after this live stream. Because I'm having a 3-day break. I thought it would be cool to do one last live stream. And I've been looking through them and looking at who's canon and so on. Look at the crew. Why is that? Oh, because he's in charge of... Yeah. Tyget Lannister's dead. Is it Tyget or Tigget? Like Tigger. From Winnie the Pooh. Okay, Target is dead. He dies of a pox in reality in the books, but here he was slain by Daenerys Targaryen. That's pretty cool. Okay, the Riverlands. Oh, Hoster's dead. Okay, yeah. So Hoster, after Robert was slain in battle, Stannis slain in battle, Hoster was captured and executed by the Mad King. So he was probably burned to the stake, which is pretty depressing. Edmure is the new Lord Paramount of the Riverlands, married to a member of House Page. Who's the new Lord of Dragonstone? That's Driftmark. Okay, yeah, Rhaegar's still in charge of Dragonstone. Quellan is dead. Quellan Greyjoy's dead as well. Died gout-ridden, lovely. So Balon is the new Lord. There's Asher, there's Theon. Again, looking thick as hell in every timeline for some reason. Wait, how are the others doing? Hey, Euron didn't marry his stepmother in this timeline. That makes a change. He's married a member of House Hood. That's a very obscure house. That's like a Dornish. That's like a weird minor Dornish house. The Vale. Oh, okay. Hoster died of old age, as he always does. Lysa had Ellen, who's wounded. How did that happen? Lysa cruelly burnt my wooden sword when I was young. Oh my god. Very abusive. Regent is Alyssa Waynwood. And then the North, Eddard is scratched up, but he looks safe. He was imprisoned by Aerys. Maybe tortured based on the scratching. No, it usually tells you in the memories, doesn't it? Okay, so it looks like with Robert and Stannis dead, the Mad King was like, okay, who do I punish? The main culprits are dead. I'll kill Hoster Tully. Ned Stark and Catelyn have produced Lady Frida, who's betrothed to a Locke, and Lady Ashlyn. That's nice. And of course there is no Jon Snow, because in this timeline Jon Snow was born and fully acknowledged as Rhaegar's son, but actually daughter, because it's... oh, sorry, wrong one. No, wrong one. It's Daenerys. Jon Snow, not Jon Snow, but Dany Snow. But she is legitimate. The princess that was promised. And then her and Lyanna have also had Princess Alyssa Targaryen. And then we have Rhaenys and Aegon there. Let's continue the bizarre King Rhaegar the Cannibal timeline. Ba-dum-bum-bum. There's an event where you can get lost with your army and eat one soldier to survive. Rhaegar marching against Stannis, they got lost. He's running out of food and provisions. They're like, that fat man in arms is looking tasty. Get the wildfire. Stick an apple in his mouth. Do Tuesdays slash Thursday because Quinn is doing Wednesdays now. Yeah, because Quinn and I used to literally post at the same time, and it's like not the best. So Tuesdays or Thursdays will be my. I like Tuesday. How do you guys feel about that? Fantasy Haven posting on a Tuesday. I like that. Do House Strong have a Valyrian sword? I don't think so, no. Renly Baratheon, the last of his line. Wait, he's gay. House Baratheon wouldn't survive. Oh, he can have kids. Lots of gay people in history who married and have kids because they didn't have a choice. If you're a gay noble, you still need children to continue the line. You're gonna, some gay people can do that. They can push themselves. They might not enjoy it, but they can push themselves to try and get their wife pregnant. Sometimes they can't. As we know in House of the Dragon, Laenor and Rhaenyra couldn't have any children together. As much as they tried, they just couldn't. So it depends on the individual. We know that Renly didn't get Marjorie pregnant, but maybe if he had won the war, he may have done so in the future. Just don't be gay. It's easy. There he is. He's married to Aline Connington. Bum, bum, bum. Tuesdays. People saying Tuesday sounds good. I like that. Because everyone always posts on Sunday, so I'll do Tuesdays when nothing else is up, and then hopefully that will improve the views. And live streams are very random. Would you guys prefer if I had like specific days where I live stream? Are you okay with me kind of jumping in randomly and being like, boom, live stream tomorrow or today? Oh, who here has watched the Fighting Fantasy live stream I did with Quinn on my channel? The Death Trap Dungeon, the Choose Your Own Adventure, where you guys get to vote on what every decision is, like left, right, fight this, fight that, climb the statue, etc. And Quinn is the one rolling the dice for the character that you're controlling, and I'm sort of the game master going through the book. I want to do that again soon. It was pretty fun. Watched it live, that's cool. Not many people were there at the time. There are about 20 people watching. 20 to 30 people watching live, which makes sense because it's not A Song of Ice and Fire related. So I knew it wasn't going to get loads of views initially, but people really had fun with it. Yeah, you joined in late and you were confused. Yeah, Quinn left, and then I said, we had a vote. It was like, do you want me to continue Death Trap Dungeon without Quinn? And everyone voted no. They voted instead to do a chill Q&A, so we just did a Q&A while I drew characters on Photopea. And when I say drew characters, I don't mean the Big Eye Fantasy Haven drawings, which were quite good. I mean Nightmare Fuel. Yeah, the thing is, when I'm not doing live streams on the weekend, I'm doing it late afternoon for where I am, which, as you all know, is not England, it's Guantanamo Bay, that's where I live. But in America, most of you are American. Most of my viewers are American, according to the analytics. That's like late morning / early afternoon, so it means people are at work, and you guys still watch, which is fun. My American fans, they still listen in while working, which is quite fun. Late Lord Haven revealed he's a stoner. What I revealed is that I tried to make a weed brownie and I didn't have enough weed, so it didn't work. So I just ate a shit-tasting brownie. Great texture. Tasted bad, the texture was good. I'll give myself that. I made a nice textured brownie. Okay. Right, shall we explore the realm once again? Oh, before we do that, I have a super chat from the one, the only, the amazing Seth Cook. Thank you so much for the super chat. Seth says, do you think in Winds of Winter or Dream of Spring that there could be a second Robert's Rebellion with Rickon, for example, Rickon marrying Shireen and Robin Arryn / Admiral Tully supporting them against Dany? So a second rebellion in terms of the North, the Vale and the Riverlands and the Stormlands uniting in that classic pact against Daenerys. Interesting concept. I don't think so, only because we've had that too many times. Throughout Westerosi history, there are too many instances where the North and the Riverlands and the Vale unite. Like that specific alliance in the North, it happens during the Dance of the Dragons, it happens during Robert's Rebellion. Minus the Vale, it happens in the War of the Five Kings, where you have the North and the Riverlands. And then the Stormlands break away, they're not part of the pact, but they're still rebelling. So I think it'll be history repeating one too many times. And also characters like Shireen, I think they're doomed. Rickon is probably doomed. Robin Arryn could be doomed. But cool concept. You need Haven emojis. Oh, I should make some Haven emojis. Some Haven reaction images. What are they called? Super stickers. Super stickers. Yeah. if you become a member of the channel, but I haven't completed the steps to allow channel members because I have a Patreon, so I don't really see the point in YouTube membership, because like if you guys want to like donate to me monthly, go to Patreon. Why would you do YouTube membership for the same price and like you'd get the same content? I don't know what extra a YouTube membership would provide outside of stickers, which would be fun, don't get me wrong. I'll have to look into it, I don't know. People from America, people from Mexico, I love it. Memento Mori says, Haven, if you're interested, the Witcher mod for Crusader Kings should be getting updated in the next day or two. I have not played the Witcher mod for CK3. I didn't realise there was one. That is something I need to do live streams in. That's something I need to play. Because I finished watching The Witcher Season 3, and oh boy. You know what? Oh, let's talk about it. Let me pause and let me explore. Actually, yeah. No, I won't pause. I'll keep it playing, but let me explore now that it's been a few more years. But before we do that, we have a super chat from the one and only Todd Howard himself, taking a break from Starfield to watch this trash. Will esoteric Bailerism save the realm? It's the only way forward. The only way to save Westeros from sin and degeneracy is to embrace based esoteric Bailerism. Baelor the Based, that's what they called him. Okay. Yeah, Rhaegar's still the... He's still Rhaegar the cannibal. Has he eaten anyone since? He's executed a man. Don't know if he ate him. He may have ate him afterwards. Let's see how everyone's doing. Let's do the classic swoop up. Oh no. What happened here? Looks like the Estamonts were granted... No. High Lordship or Grandview? No, that's not what I meant to do. High Lord... Oh, yeah, we go. Installed by faction demand. Okay, so Renly was overthrown by a Stormlands faction, and now he is Lord of Storm's End and Shipbreaker Bay, but it's the Estamonts who rule. Cool. In the Reach, who do we have? Oh, Mace the Ace is dead. F in the chat for Mace the Ace. Died of his wounds. What wounds? Oh, Randall's War of Liberation. Oh my god, Randall Tarly rose up in rebellion and he defeated him. Wait, oh, War of Liberation being... Wait, where am I? War of Liberation being wanting increased autonomy, less crown control, etc. Okay, yeah, that's not... Mace the Ace. And during the war, he must have been wounded, and now he's dead. But Willis is in charge, and we all love Willis Tyrell. Oh shit, that's what happened. I didn't notice that. Cersei is the Lady Paramount of the Westerlands. Okay, well that's cursed. That's very cursed. What happened to Tywin? Died in his sleep. Okay. As with most tyrants, peaceful death in his sleep. I thought Tyrion had a... I guess Cersei was able to snatch it from her. What is she wearing around her? She's the Hand of the King? Wait, okay. Cersei Lannister is Rhaegar the Cannibal's Hand of the King. Are you kidding me? She's got the hand... I thought that was a hand necklace around her neck. I was like, what? Okay, well, her spouse died mysteriously. Oh no, of a gut issue. And then she became the Hand. Okay. Why would you make Cersei Hand of the King? And the region is... While she's in King's Landing, the region is Roland Craighall. Oh, that's fun. I like when shit like that happens. I'm going to check out Rhaegar's Council and Kingsguard in a second. Baelor's still there. Look at Theon. Why is he so thick? I can't get over it. Riverlands. Oh, Edmure's dead. F for Edmure. He drowned? Shit, rest in peace. His son, Brendan, is now the Child Lord, the regent being his mother. In the Vale, Ellen is still the Lady Paramount. Has Lysa remarried? She usually remarries another old-ass man. And then Nedard is going strong. Where's the princess that was promised? Where is she? Oh no, that's Rhaegar's, my bad. Got mixed up there. Very interesting. Oh. I was going to say, you better not crash. She looks cool as hell with that crown. Look at that. The Song of Ice and Fire. Perfect. I don't want to be weird, but is it kind of odd that Rhaegar's wife looks very similar to his daughter? No, just me? Okay, how's she? She's brave. So Rhaenys, brave, arbitrary, vengeful, chaste. Prince Aegon, the heir, is patient, diligent, stubborn, and brave. Okay, so Daenerys, the Jon Snow of this timeline, is rowdy, beautiful, and intelligent. Alyssa is also rowdy, beautiful, intelligent. Rhaegal is pensive, beautiful, and intelligent. That's nice. The Mad King's wife has a pox. That's not good. And Viserys is callous, stubborn, just, and you're not getting rid of me that easily. You're not getting rid of me that easily. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I do apologise. Yeah. Sorry for the jump scare USB connection. The dun 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 dun. You hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? We're back. Are we back? Thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. The viewership didn't drop as badly as it could have. I didn't notice. As you can tell, I didn't notice my mic was off. I was just chatting away, and I looked at the chat, and I just saw a bunch of Fs, and I was like, F? Who died? Huh? And then I realised, oh no. And then I plugged it back in and I carried on talking, and you guys were like, the Silent Lord Haven. I was like, huh? And I realised that my OBS hadn't picked up on the fact that I'd put my mic back in. So I apologise for that. When did I stop talking? That was a while ago. What did I say since then? I feel like I said some stuff. You know what? Yeah, okay. Well, thank you, Legends, for staying after that awkward silence. I can't believe that happened. I'm going to have to keep an eye on my mic a bit more. Let's go. Okay, so I was responding to Coleshot's super chat. So thank you, Coleshot, for the super chat. He said, what about the Lord of Light? He could save everyone. And I was saying that sometimes in the mod, Stannis, when he gets Red Priest in his court, he converts to the Lord of Light and he starts burning people. But it's funny Coleshot says that, because Coleshot is, of course, my highest tier patron. He is a Lord of Light. And I made that tier expecting not many people to take it, but he's a legend. He's one of the biggest Haven supporters. And his reward is, as well as making a unique Fantasy Haven character for him based on his description, which I think for Coleshot it was based on a CK3 character he'd made, an OC. And I made a character of him, which I do for lower tiers, but for the highest tiers, that character gets to cameo in every single, or almost every single Fantasy Haven video. So in my Harrenhal Part 2, you may have noticed there's a bit where two knights with sigils, random non-canon sigils, clash against each other and their swords up against each other. That was a fun cameo of my highest patrons. That's yeah, that stuff's fun. That being said, I'm pretty sure I have there's a patron who I need to make art for. Yeah, he recently joined as a Lord Paramount, and I have to make art for him, and I went on a week break, and I forgot to do it for him, so I need to be quick. I need to do that for him. Okay, what else did I miss? What else did I miss? Haven't managed to catch me streaming since that one stream crashed terribly. Well, could have happened here, but we salvaged it. Yeah, that one stream where I opened up like the entire Targaryen tree, and I was like, I did it, and I clicked off it, and then it just crashed. And the thing is that it didn't actually crash; it was the internet. The internet just cut out. It wasn't even the game. Yeah, don't worry. Rhaegar did not eat me. We're back. Ilan Payne, did take over the stream for a bit while I went to the toilet. Ilan Payne was just... I told him to say some interesting stuff about The Witcher, but apparently he was just sitting here clacking away without a tongue. Lemony Snicket, hello, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to the chat. It's always fun seeing, recognising names and profile pictures as they pop in. Rhaegar's daughter looks like his new wife. Yeah. Was my mic working when I brought that up? That Rhaegar's daughter by Elia looks suspiciously like his new wife. Okay, let's do another swoop. A swoop. That's a dying man if I've ever seen one. Yes, the Estamons. Was my mic working when I was talking about the Estamons? I don't even remember. I do not remember. Oh yes, I was going to look at the... That's it. I was going to look at the Council and the Kingsguard for Rhaegar, because Cersei's the hand of the king, which is insane. I don't know if my mic was working when I said that. Okay, let's pause. Let's switch character. Let's go to Rhaegar. And the council, yes, so Cersei is the hand of the king, which is absolutely insane. Willis Tyrell is a master of laws, so that's pretty cool. Alan Hayford, master of coin. Oh shit, Lady Ellen Arryn of the Vale is the master of arms, that's kind of random. Prince Dran is the master of whispers, he usually is, he's got insane intrigue. Eddard is master of ships, why not? I mean, I know why not, but let's just let it happen. And the High Septon is the Vile One. Lovely. And who's on the Kingsguard? Gerald Hightower still, Arthur Dane, Blessed Timeline, they're still alive, Jamie, Barristan, Hyle Hunt. Oh shit, it's Hyle Hunt. This is a, who joins Brienne in A Feast for Crows. Lewin Martell and Aris Oakheart. Very nice. This is almost too wholesome. Everything about this timeline is pretty decent, apart from Rhaegar being a cannibal. A cannonball, if you will. No? Alright. But yes, I do want to start branching out and looking at other fantasy, and I think the best place to start next is The Witcher. Obviously, still going to produce lots of A Song of Ice and Fire content, but I want to do some Witcher content, because I finished Season 3, and it sucked. I did a tweet recently, or a zeet, or a sheet, depending on what it's called now with the X, but I did a tweet that was like, it's one thing when a show runs out of source material, and it goes astray. It's another thing when you are directly adapting popular books that exist, and it still feels like fan fiction. That's a different level of incompetence. So I'm very, very disappointed by the new Witcher series. The show's kind of dying at the moment, and I think Henry Cavill's exit will be the final blow. Which is a shame, because it had great potential, but I think that's what happens when you have people in charge who do not care about the source material, which sucks. But what I want to do is start doing some Witcher lore videos, so not just talking about the monsters of The Witcher and the different Witcher schools, but the map and the kingdoms and the politics and stuff like that. And then I might start doing book versus show for each of the Witcher episodes. So like in season 1, each of them is based on a short story. I can compare it to the one in the book. And then, you know, my best of and worst of Hot D videos that are a lot more kind of meme-y with like quick edits and stuff. I want to go back to that style of videos every now and then, because that's fun. Hard to make, but pretty fun. And I might do that talking about The Witcher. I might be sort of like a 3-part series explaining why the Netflix Witcher show, in my opinion, has failed. What, season 1, 2, 3. Thank you again to Coleshot for the super chat. What do you think about the Targaryen coin flip? I think the Targaryen coin flip is a cool phrase that shouldn't be taken too seriously. I don't think it is a literal fact that when a Targaryen is born, they are either great or they're nuts. It's just that lots of people within this dynasty have been great men and have been crazy men and have been both. And the coin toss is a fun concept that sort of haunts Targaryens and especially Targaryen monarchs, but it's a phrase. It shouldn't be taken too seriously because like it shouldn't be taken as like a serious genetic thing. You're either going to be awesome or you're going to be crazy, because that's yeah, it's kind of weird. This stream doesn't have enough likes. Thank you, Pinkaletta Writes. You're right, this stream doesn't have enough likes. I'm saying that and I don't know how many likes it has. But liking and commenting and subscribing all helps. And trust me, I know. I know watching a live stream when they're like, why aren't you liking it? And I'm sitting there like, don't tell me what to do. I don't want to like your video. It's just whatever. But now that I'm YouTube, I realise how important it is to like, for spreading the video. And I'm like, you know what, yeah. Glide this live stream, yeah, I'm going to like it. Get that spreading. I'm going to do a poll. So if you guys are watching the video, I'm going to pop a poll. I'm going to be like, so would you be interested in Witcher content? Whether maybe you've watched it or read the books or played the games. Maybe you don't know much about The Witcher, but you're just interested in watching animated lore. Or maybe you're not interested at all. I'm going to put a poll. And before we dive back into seeing the alternate history timeline, shout out to Seth Cook for another super chat. Thank you so much, Seth. What are your theories on how the books will end? That's a deep question. Deep question. Oh, whoa, fellas. I was not watching the screen. I was looking at the chat, and look what I see. Whoop. The Blackfires are here. He's in his armour, his sword's out. The Blackfires have arrived. Rhaegar the Cannibal versus Aegon Blackfire. That's amazing. Oh, that's fun. This is a cool timeline. Holy shit. Okay, I was not paying attention to this. Okay. Let me answer your super chat before we dive into this. Yes, theories on how the books will end. Honestly, I don't even know where to begin. George R. R. Martin said bittersweet ending. His example of a bittersweet ending would be the Scouring of the Shire, the end of Lord of the Rings. They defeat the big bad. Characters have good endings and go on to do stuff. They come back to the Shire, and it's like a little epilogue. Plane going overhead. Like I said, Guantanamo Bay. New prisoners every day. What's going on? And then you have the Scouring of the Shire, where Saruman and Wormtongue have taken over and enslaved the hobbits and so on. And it's a bit of a dark ending, and it's bittersweet, you know. And how the books will end, the White Walkers won't succeed, the Long Night won't succeed, but it will cause a lot of death and destruction. Mankind will survive. Westeros will survive, but I can see maybe certain kingdoms breaking away. I can see lots of main characters dying. King Bran will have to work narratively somehow. We'll see what George does with that. It's hard to know, because when I think of theories, I think Winds of Winter. Looking at Dream of Spring, it's too far away. I can't be thinking about Dream of Things theory, Dream of Spring, Dream of Theories, A Dream of Theories by Germs. 69% would be interested in Witcher content. That's cool. Thank you for your honest answers. 31% said no. That's fine. But that's the thing. That's what I can do. I can do an In Deep Geek. You know, In Deep Geek releases Witcher content, and then Lord of the Rings content, and then Game of Thrones content, and he cycles. And I can do the same. I can be like Song of Ice and Fire content and Witcher content and jump between them. I'm never going to abandon one to focus on another. I'm going to do all of them. Because my name's Fantasy Haven. I got to start being a haven for more than just Song of Ice and Fire. Yeah, videos about the decline of the show could get old. Yeah, I don't want to do like a rage bait thing where it's like, oh, this is garbage. I'd want to do like a proper, like, I want it to be funny, right? But also a genuine explanation. And I wouldn't be like every single, it would be like one episode dedicated to season 1, one video dedicated to season 2, one to season 3. And then I would do book versus show things where it's not a critique, it's just like an objective explanation of this is what happens in the episode, this is how it goes down in the book, and then which I'll do for Hot D season 1. In time for season 2, I'm going to do book versus show, where it's the animation showing what happens in Fire and Blood, and then clips from the show and so on. I'm probably talking too fast, aren't I? Sorry if I'm talking too fast. When I get excited, my mouth goes like brrr. Lord of the Rings content. I am not a huge Tolkien nerd. Not because I don't want to be or anything, but because I just, like, I haven't read the Lord of the Rings in ages. I like the movies, but I'm not deep within Tolkien lore. So I wouldn't be very good at lore videos because I'd be an amateur. So I'd need to, if I wanted to, I'd have to dive more into Tolkien and then start discussing it. Because I don't know enough about Tolkien. Elder Scrolls, Skyrim is hugely influential on me. Came to me at a very important point in my life, sort of creatively, but also in terms of my mental health when I was a teenager, and Skyrim really helped me get through that. And so I have lots of love attached to Skyrim. And Elder Scrolls lore is cool. Like, the earlier you go, the wackier the lore gets. So Elder Scrolls videos could be very fun, actually. I haven't read... How do you pronounce the Witcher author's name? Andrei Sapkowski? That's not it. It's Sapkowski? I don't know. I've only read his Witcher stuff. Running water. That's the rain outside. Don't worry, nothing's leaking. That's the rain coming off the roof. It is rain. I didn't realise that. I'm looking out. It's like heavily raining. That's Britain for you. I meant Guantanamo Bay. Okay, I'm getting sucked into the chat. See, when I started doing these streams, I'd get like 20 comments in the chat. But now that more people are watching, it's like constant, and it's like, I want to keep answering, but we have to look at this. So, back to CK3. If you really want to grab my attention and support the channel, as always, you can send in a cheeky super chat. Speaking of, another one from Coleshot, what a legend. It's sad that the video isn't sponsored by any absurd ad. It's, yeah, in my old videos, I used to do fake ads. Like, instead of G Fuel, it would be D Fuel for Damon, and like Audible instead of Audible. I'd have those for... the issue is that when I looked at my analytics, people skipped over the meme ads because they thought they were real, I think, which is insane. Or they had the like add-ons that automatically skip what it thinks is a sponsorship in videos. Excuse me. But what it meant is that viewer duration dipped there. And the issue is, especially if you're a young channel like mine and you're trying to grow, you need viewer duration to be as good as possible. Because high view duration and consistent view duration means it gets pushed more. If I have a big dip in every video, I thought it's just going to affect my channel. When I'm bigger and that stuff doesn't matter, then I can maybe put them back in. I think the absurd ads, the joke ads don't fit. I'll end the poll as well. The ads don't fit the animated lore videos. They fit like the fun, jokey review videos. Is someone being waterboarded nearby? Yeah, in the next cell. Yeah. Oh, hello. Thank you for the super chat from Pink Letter Writes. What is that currency? I think you've donated before. What is that currency? I want to look. Norwegian kroner. Awesome. Beautiful. Is House Frey your favourite house? Mine is House Bolton because of their immaculate fashion sense. House Bolton have drip. The pink cloaks and the Ramsay's armour, oh, they look cool. I would have liked to see that on screen. House Frey isn't my favourite house, but they're underexplored. They're underutilised in the fandom. Not underutilised, sorry, but they're underexplored in the fandom because they're a big house. They're a huge house, and they have so many. They're linked into all these different plot points and characters, and they're married into this and that, and there are so many cool theories that can come from them. And I just love the idea of this big house of villains and weasels who are all like eating at each other, and when the patriarch dies, they're all just going to collapse into chaos and bloodshed. So I think they're really cool, and not enough people have like talked about them in the fandom. So I was like, let me just do some Frey videos, and then it sort of became a meme. But my Every Frey Explained, when I have the time to do that, is going to be lots of fun. Like I said, script written, 20-something pages. It's going to be mayhem, but there's some weird shit when you dive into it. Like, there's a Frey that's like an alchemist's apprentice in Lys. It's like, what the fuck? How did that happen? Okay, so let's step back and explore the Blackfire Rebellion. Can we have a... So that was the 20th third moon. What year though? It doesn't say what year it started. Oh well, so the Blackfire, seeing as it's 0%, I'm assuming it's just launched. So what are the sides? What are the factions? So defending, we have Rhaegar the Cannibal, who once ate a soldier. His allies, Lady Arryn of the Vale, Lord Paramount Willis of the Reach, and no one apparently. It's doing that thing where he doesn't like to. Sometimes it shows the allies, sometimes it just no. We doing that. All right, and then Aegon Blackfire. There he is, and in here they've made him the son of Meleys the Monstrous. And on his side, he has Doran Martell, cheeky, Leighton Hightower, and okay, who else is on his side? We can see here the Hightowers, and then we have some neutral people up here for now. We'll see what side they join, but it looks like the war has begun. Will the Blackfires overthrow the Targaryens? The Cannibal King. That's cool. Princess Rhaenys is in armor. She's fighting. That's cool. As is Aegon. Oh, they have a child together. Vela. Sickly child. Probably because her parents are siblings, I would bet. And Daenerys, aka Dany Snow, is betrothed to her brother. Great. And then Alyssa is missing out because she hasn't got a brother to marry. So that's just sad, honestly. That's a shame. Why is her guardian Balon Greyjoy? No wonder she's rowdy. Oh, yeah, looks like Rhaela died of the pox after all. And Viserys is married to Sarah Mollen. Mollen? Counties. Oh, okay. A vassal of the Starks. Okay, that's a weirdly minor. Okay, he's not doing so hot. He hasn't got as many men on his side at all. I wonder if he's got like. Oh yeah, there we go. It's working. He's got Doran, Leighton, Lord Aaron, Blackbar. What's that? The Osgreys. Oh, the Osgreys. Yeah. The Osgreys used to. That's funny. The Checkered Lion, Duncan Egg, used to support the Blackfires. Lost lots of land. That's quite fun. The Brackens, of course they do, because the Blackwoods probably support Rhaegar, so of course they're just going to do the opposite. The Firewells. Hersey. Okay, well, I don't think he's going to win this one because he just hasn't got the support. Aegon has literally everyone else. Thank you for the super chat from Coleshot again. Blackfire or Targaryen, who deserves the throne? I mean, I think Rhaegar hasn't had any rebellions against him. There's been no Liberty Wars. There's been no War of Independence. I think Rhaegar is seen as a good king in this world, based on that. I mean, yeah, he has a reputation for being a cannibal. Maybe he ate Robert Baratheon. That's neither here nor there. We don't know for sure. There are rumours, but you know, he's a brave, ambitious man, hunter, knight, journaler. We can ignore that. Poet. He's beautiful. Yeah, people like him. Compared to the Mad King, people like him. He's brought stability to the realm. And it'll be cool to see how the war goes down. Meanwhile, this Blackfire pretender, he's coming in with Dawn and the High Towers. Duran's out of battle with a sword? Ooh, I kind of respect it. Leighton the Lecher. Bit of a creep. Cersei. Has Cersei joined his side? She's not the Hand anymore. She hasn't married again since her first spouse. Okay. What's she up to then? Yeah, she looks like she hasn't joined the war. She's just sort of chilling independently, being a bitch. And her heir is Aressa Foot. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of Lannisters or anything. I'll let the plane go overhead. Not a huge fan of the Lannisters, but I would be pretty pissed off if House Foot became the Lord Paramount of the Westerlands. If House Foot ruled the Westerlands, that would be some bullshit. You kidding me? House Foot? Is she an inbred baby? An incest? I don't know. Bryndon's chilling. Eddard's going strong. Okay, well this has actually been quite a decent timeline. Some not as chaotic as the others. Mad King 1 died, Rhaegar's in power. Now we have Rhaegar versus Aegon Blackfire. That's just cool. That's just cool. Let's see what battles go down. I think I might close my window actually, just so it's not as the top window's open. Oh, thank you for the super chat from Seth once again. Do you think Jon will marry Daenerys or push his claim? I don't think Jon will push his claim. I think other people will push Jon's claim. A bit like the show, but better. I don't think he wants to be king. I think the classic ending is he will not become king. I've said this many times. He won't become king of Westeros because he happens to have the right bloodline. He will become king beyond the wall because he is chosen by the wildlings. Hello, Chad Summerchild. I see you lurking in YouTube comments all over the place. Housefoot is in the book. Yes, it is in the book. I just don't want Housefoot in charge of the Westerlands. Up jumped hedge knights, if you ask me. Or up jumped landed knights. I'm going to shut the window. Okay. How fares the war? It's still going on. Nope, what's going on there? The professional stream. It does kind of look like the good guys against the bad guys, doesn't it? Like, he's got the angry scowl and the buzz cut, and he's got like the lecherous old man, and like Duran, the old creepy spy guy. You got this. Actually, yeah, let's do a vote in the chat. Who do you want to win? The Targaryens or the Blackfires? And thank you for the super chat from Geordie Mercedes. Thank you so much. Geordie says, House Dustin is my favourite minor northern house. Those two battle axes and their banner is top notch. And Lady Dustin is interesting in dance. What's yours? You can't say the Mandalese. Damn you. Okay, well we'll get the Dustins up. There they are with the two battle axes and the crown. My favourite minor northern house. Well, minor is in non-Stark, so could be Bannerman, could be anything, I guess. Yeah, I was gonna say Manderley. I do. Well, okay. Outside of the Mandaleys and the Starks, the Boltons and the Umbers I'm torn between. I really love the vampire-coded nature of the Boltons. I love how creepy they are. They live in a place called the Dreadfort. They flay people. Like, it's weird and it's creepy. I also like the Umbers. I like the idea of these giants. And the nicknames that the Great John's uncles have, like Horsebane. His father was Horsebane and his uncles are... no, his father was Hoarfrost and his uncles are Horsebane and Crow's Eye. I'm going to go Bolton. The House Bolton history video will be fun in the future. Yeah, let's look at the war status, shall we? Yep. 75%. Okay, it looks like he has very little chance of... So, yeah, it looks like it's nearly over. We will have to see how this affects events. Yep. Don't you freeze on me. Don't you crash on me. Don't you crash on me. Whew. Okay, 91%. It would be cool if there was like a little tab where you could see like major people who have died as a result. Okay, I'm going to pop to the toilet for a second. There's probably a nicer way I could have said that, but I didn't. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. And how's the poll doing? Oh, Targs are winning. Any Blackfire stands, get in there and vote. Okay, I will be back in a second. Guess who's back? Back again. Haven's back. Like and subscribe. Okay, hello everyone. What did I miss? Thank you for the super chat from Coalshot. Again. Single-handedly funding me alongside Andre, who every now and then pops in with his insane $100, but he's not here today, so I must starve for this week. Just kidding. Coalshot, the Mandaleys betray me every CK3 run. Do you believe they're loyal or just ambitious? I mean, yes, the book says they're deeply loyal, but if they could, do you think they want to be Kings of the North? I think they're both. I think they're loyal and they're ambitious. If you look, I didn't delve into this too much in my Manderley video, but Wyman Manderley wants to build up a fleet for Robb Stark, and he wants White Harbour to mint the new coinage for the Kingdom of the North. So he wants White Harbour to be a pretty important political and financial base within this new kingdom, probably planning on being Rickon's regent in the future, whether that's a Lord Rickon or a King Rickon. I think they're very ambitious. I think Wyman is ambitious, and I think he wants power. He is also loyal to the Starks. He's smart enough to know that he can't. He probably wants to be King of the North, best case scenario, but he's probably smart enough to know it's better to rule through the Starks than to usurp them. Unlike the Boltons, who just want to usurp the Starks for power and also to settle old grudges. Thank you to the super chat from Jack, who says, is there a greater work of creative genius than George R. R. Martin making the sigil of the house that flays people a flayed person? The answer is yes, there is, and let me get it up on the screen. This is the greatest work of genius you will ever find. Okay. Well, that was supposed to be a joke about House Crab, but it turned into a joke about me being unable to click on the right thing. Oh no, not the first name. Oh, this is all falling apart. It was going to be so funny. Okay, there we go. Stop. There we go. House Crab. The one and only. What are the words of House Crab? The crab of the cliff. Now, this. If you ask me, that's genius. Oh shit, the war's over. The war's over. Oh, I got distracted by crabs. Oh, you bastard, you distracted me with the crab. The rain is such a nice background noise to remind you he's going to the bathroom. It's ambience, isn't it? It's lovely Haven ambience. Guantanamo Bay rain to help you relax and study. Reminds me of the Quinn hot mic incident. Okay, now we don't need to get into that. If you were there, you were there, but let's keep it to ourselves. The evidence has been purged. Thank you for the super chat from Key, the one and only Key, another patron of mine. Have a great evening. Thank you, Key. You have a great evening. No, you. And thank you again to Seth Cook. Won't starve on my watch. Thank you for answering questions. Thank you for asking questions, Seth. You're amazing. You've been very cool. Oh, have I not ended this poll yet? End the poll. You've been pretty awesome this stream. Okay. Okay, I'm hoping you can hear me, because this would be really embarrassing if I've come back and, like, started talking and all you're seeing is a crab appearing on screen. Crab civil war between House Crab and House Celtica. Hell yeah. Okay. The war is over. Rhaegar has won. He defeated Aegon's war, as expected. Where is Aegon now? Where is he? What's he? He's just wandering. He's not even captured. He's just like wandering Westeros. Like, ah, shit. Really? Oh, he was released. Rhaegar captured him. And then just like released him to wander around. Okay, that's not the smartest move, but there we go. Okay, let's keep playing and see Are there any cool memories here? So, oh, cool. He defeated Lord Darkdell. That's cool. He imprisoned all these people. It seems like he didn't execute them. He let them go, which is pretty benevolent of him. Lysa is refusing to age, apparently. Lysa the MILF, say it with me. Did I say Lysa? I meant Lyanna, my bad. Both begin with L, okay, don't judge me. Rhaenys is just cooking up in that armour. Oh, the armour's gone. She was looking badass in that black armour. Ensconced, that's the word I was looking for. Aegon is not looking good. Aegon's looking ill. Their daughter Vela. Oh, look at the grandparents. That's cute. It's not cute. It's terrifying. How are their children doing? Actually, it might be easier if I just get it up like this. Dany Snow is... yeah. Alyssa is betrothed to Titus Peak. Yo, how's Peak? Peak performance. Everyone check out Quinn GM's House Peak video if you haven't already. So Titus Peak has married Alyssa Targaryen. That's pretty cool. And Viserys died. F's in the chat, everyone, for Viserys. He drowned for some reason. Rest in peace, Vizzy T. Rest in peace, Vizzy T. Thank you for the super chat from Memento Mori, another patron of mine. He said confidently, I'm interested to see if Wyman will extend that loyalty to Jon if he learns about the will. See, that's why I don't know. I don't know where the story is going with Jon. Not with Jon, sorry, with Rickon. Like, what is his purpose in the story? I don't see it. We have Jon Snow. Why is... Unless Rickon will become King of the North, and Jon Snow won't go for that, like he does in the show. Instead, he will, you know... I don't know. I haven't played Dark Souls, no. And yes, I will create Witcher videos to the person who just asked, Milos. Yes, I will. I was talking about that earlier. Yeah, F's for Vizzy T. He's a good boy, he didn't deserve it. It does annoy me a bit, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, no. It does annoy me a bit when when one of these kings wins a war, captures all the enemies, and like just releases all of them. Just releases them, like, yeah, you go on. It's like, these people rose up in rebellion against you. You can send them to the wall, you can execute them, there are so many fun options. It's always just, eh. Alan? Alright, Alan? How's Renner's doing? Renly. Ah, was it you, Coleshot, who was wondering whether Renly could have kids? Well, there we go. Renly has 2 children. Quentin Baratheon and Berenna. And I don't think you can question the lineage. That looks like Renly's son to me. Willis Tyrell is... Oh, he's looking thick. Oh, he's got his father's obesity. Willis Tyrell is... What, did he murdered... Mysterious... What the hell? Willis? Oh, Loras is dead too. Oh no, slain in battle. No, who slew him? Just a random... Loras Tyrell. What a way to go. That's a Loras way to go, though, being slain in battle. Oh. Daemon of the Westerlands. So this is... Lord Tiger Lannister, father of Daemon. I don't have a clue who this is. Oh, this is Tyget's son. Oh, Tyget Lannister is in Tywin's brother. Okay. We need to slow down and work out what the hell is going on. So Cersei is no longer Lady Paramount. She's lost her role as Lady Paramount. And after her first husband died, she's now married to Benedict Broom. Okay. And there's a child, Aressa, and Jane. Okay. But she's... Oh, and Tyrion's daughter is... Oh dear. That's interesting. Kevin died in his sleep. Warden Lancel. What the hell? Why Warden? Warden of Castamere. Oh, Lancel got thick as well. My man likes his food. Slain in battle by Antario Jast. And Stafford, also slain in battle. Even Janna Lannister's dead. Oh no. Tyget, slain in battle by, yeah. And Tyrion Lannister has an eye patch and is in prison. That's pretty cool. So, Tyget's son is now the Lord Paramount, presumably installed by... Excuse me, sir. Presumably... installed by faction demand. Yes. So, faction were like, we don't want Cersei in power. Who can blame them, to be honest? Let's just be fair here. What's going on in the Iron Islands? Balon the Poet. That's interesting. How's Asher doing? Asher's married to Quentin Netley. How's Theon looking? He's buff as hell. Is he buff or thick? I can't tell. Theon in this mod just it just always looks weird. Needs a redesign, I think. Victorian, oh my god, died of a botched treatment. How's Euron doing? Euron looking grey. His son is Rymolf. That's a cool name. And he murdered 2 of his brothers. There's a shock. Yeah, just doing crow's eye thing. Oh no, that's a shame. She's a leper. Jane Went. Speaking of Harrenhal, Jane Went is a leper. Ellen, did Lysa remarry? No, but she's got the lover's box, so it looks like she's been suddenly busy. Oh, grayscale. Okay, and in the north, Neddard is scratched up, but he's alive. And how are his children? With Catelyn. Why'd she look that? Benjen. Okay. So, Friday. So this was the Rob. This was basically what Rob Stark could have been, the firstborn. Married to a lock. Bunch of kids. Then there's Ashlyn. Then Harrion, who has an eye patch, which is pretty badass. I like how characters can put different jewels into their eye in this mod. That's pretty cool. Like sapphire, like Aemond or emeralds or whatever. I'm going to look at the phrase. Oh. That's... okay. Oh no, Rhaegar's dead. Rhaegar is dead. Okay. I promised I'd look at the phrase, so let me look at the phrase first, and then... oh, look at Rhaegar. Manfred Charlton. House Charlton? Are the Lords of the Crossing? How? So Alice Frey inherited it, and then the daughter of Aegon Jinglebells. What the hell? Ryman died under suspicious circumstances. Then Edwin took over. Wait, Edwin's alive. There's Black Walder Frey looking suspiciously blonde. I don't know what that's about. What the hell? Slain in battle. That man should not have been in battle. So Aegon's, and then, okay, that's a weird line of succession, but... Don't destroy my PC. Every Frey explained is coming. Killed during a siege? What the hell? Dead Freys everywhere. Lady Stoneheart's wet dream. But, let's face facts. It looks like, unfortunately, the one, the only, King Rhaegar the Cannibal has died. I think we need a eulogy for this man. First off, F's in the chat, like that goes without saying. But King Rhaegar the Cannibal ruled the Iron Throne. He helped he slew Robert Baratheon in combat, helped his father defeat the Usurpers' War, and when his father died a year later, he took up the throne. During that war, there were rumours that he was a cannibal, but no one believes it, except everyone does, but we don't talk about it because we'll have our tongues cut out. But he was a good man. He had 5 children by 2 different wives. He annulled the marriage of the first wife because he's racist, and then he married a northern teenager because he's a creep. He only executed 2 men. He slew one and executed another. Only killed 2 men in his time. He was no tyrant. He defeated the 6th Blackfire Rebellion. But unfortunately, Rhaegar has left us. He died from the pox. Where's the not a lover's pox. It wasn't not an STD. He just got the pox. Rest in peace. Though we mourn him, King Aegon the Sixth Targaryen is now in power. That was, if you're wondering why I'm speaking so slowly, it's because I was trying to get Amazing Grace up on my phone, and there were so many fucking ads that it just didn't come on time. And now the bit is done. There's nowhere for me to go with it, and the song still isn't playing, so there we go. That's why it took so long. But yeah, rest in peace. Oh yeah, my viewership has gone down. God damn it. Oh wait, okay, it's playing now. F's for Rhaegar. Rest in peace. I hope that doesn't get me demonetized. Or copyright claim. So Aegon is now the king. Let's keep playing. Aegon is the king. Rhaenys is the queen. Awesome. And now the new heir is Prince Aerys. Sickly. And what are King Aegon the Sixth? He's patient, diligent, stubborn, brave, adequate bargainer, a reaver. What? He's a reaver? He loves loot. He's quick, he's beautiful, he's a knight, and he's a trained fighter. He seems like a good guy. Looks like he'll be a good king. Oh yeah, Viserys drowned, he? That's pretty interesting. We're at 310. It's been like 30 years. Not too much has happened. The Blackfire Rebellion was the most dramatic thing, but let's just go do let's just see how the kingdom is. Let's do another swoop. Aerys just died. What did you say? Wait, what? What the? Whoa. Aerys and Aegon both... Oh. Holy shit. I didn't notice that. Every time I go to look... Okay, well, the music's coming back. Screw copyright. Rest in peace, King Aegon. Oh my god. Died of the pox. Oh no, it's Rona. Rona's spread throughout the Red Keep. Oh my god, they've all been infected. Oh shit. Okay, that went from being like a little ceremony to like something pretty dark. He's fucking dead. Okay, so... Wait, when did Rhaegar died? When did Rhaegar die? 7th moon, 310. First moon, 311. So he died just a few months after. Oh my god, he caught the pox. His son died first. His son died of the pox. So Rhaegar caught the pox and died, and then his son died, and then he died. Oh, that fucking sucks. That's such like a... That's a classic medieval thing. Oh no. And now... Rhaenys is now... Okay, yeah. Vaela is now the queen. Queen Vaela the First, everyone. All hail. The king is dead. Long live the queen. She is not infected. Her mother is... Oh, shit. Who else is infected in the Red Keep? Looks like they're fine. We just lost oh my god, we just lost Rhaegar, Aegon, and Aerys. God damn. Rona's spreading. Why is a gospel choir riding up to my house with... Are those guns? Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, I've shut the curtains. They shouldn't be able to find me now. I think they heard Amazing Grace playing. The copyright police are coming. The gospel choir come... Okay, what's the chat saying? Oh, I've got some super chats I missed early on. I missed out. I'm very sorry about that. Nebuchadnezzar, sorry for... I didn't see your super chat. Thank you so much for your super chat, Nebuchadnezzar. Gotta get going. Good stream as always, Stoner Haven. Mate, I'm not a stoner. I'm not a stoner. A failed brownie does not a stoner make, I'm afraid. He's probably gone, but thank you for the super chat if you're still here. What's the chat got to say? The joy of one monitor. I keep switching out to see the chat and then chaos goes down on the screen. Yeah, I will. One of these days I will properly play a house and play this game properly, but this is just a fun, chill stream where I don't have to constantly like check the chat and play and do 100 things at once. This is with one monitor. This is the easiest kind of stream to do, and there's not much prep involved, but I will do ones where I'm properly playing it. Yeah, 3 generations wiped out in 8 months. It's crazy. Who is her heir? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, the red stream. That's what this is. Oh, shit. Okay, everyone rest in peace. Rhaenys also died from the pox. Rhaegar, Aegon, and Rhaenys, they survived the rebellion. They were killed by the pox. So Vaela is now... And Viserys... Oh, Rhaegal is... Who's Rhaegal? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, Rhaegar's other son, okay. So, yeah. Her heir is Viserys. No, sorry, Rhaegal, who is wounded for some reason. Married to Princess Dany Snow of the Iron Throne. Looks like the pox has not spread beyond those lot. Looks like they're safe. Damn, who did... Where did that pox come from? That's wild. We got a little queen on the throne. I once was lost, but now what lyrics? I don't know. Amazing grace. Love your observer streams. First one catching one live. Yeah, they're just chill, aren't they? They're just chill. It's just fun to see the AI go crazy, or not go crazy, but if I were playing, it would be less chill. It would be like focusing on playing, and I'd have to check the chat afterwards. But I don't want to miss a chat. Would the UK be something like the Five Kingdoms? England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Ireland? Assuming the Iron Throne of the UK subjugated. Well, no, because then Ireland would just be one kingdom, wouldn't it? Cornwall. Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, I like that. The Lord Paramount of England, Lord Paramount of Wales, Lord Paramount of Scotland, Lord Paramount of Northern Ireland, Lord Paramount of Cornwall. The pox is man-made. Oh my god. Thanks for the super chat from Cole Shot, who says, Here's some money for a teacher so you can learn how to sing. Thank you. I can't go high. I don't know how you write. Amazing grace. Okay, maybe not. I can go deep. I've got a good baritone. Amazing grace. I don't go too loud because someone else is in the flat and they're teaching. They're doing tutoring online. I don't know him. Don't want my voice to be shouting in the background of that lesson, but okay, let's check how everyone's doing. So it looks like Duran Martell, rest in peace, Big D. Ariane Martell is now in power. She's 37. Ariane the MILF Martell is in power. She's got a couple of daughters, Aleandra, that's a cool Dornish name, and Ariana. So Ariane has Ariana and Aleandra. Classic. That feels like Germ came up with those names, doesn't it? How many viewers did I lose after singing? Not that many. Oh, cool. I get paranoid now. Every time I see F in the chat, I assume it's a reference to my mic has gone off and I'm silent. Junkie Willis is still there. Alan of the Stormlands. Okay, I've got to check on Renners. How's Renly doing? Oh, he's strapped. What's he up to? Oh shit. Wait, who? Okay, who's the Lord Paramount now? Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, I can't keep. Wow, I can't keep track. Okay. Installed by faction demand. So Daemon was installed. Oh. During a civil war, he earned the nickname the Careless, and so then a faction came in and replaced him with Stafford. Wait, is this Stafford as in? Oh, this is Stafford Lannister. This is the guy who is killed when during the battle at Oxcross. Robb Stark wins a battle at Oxcross, and Stafford is run down by Rickard Karstark with a lance, I think, or a spear. And he's the father of... Where is it? Can't find him. There he is. Oh, wait, no. No, because he's alive, isn't he? What am I talking about? Where is he? There he is. He's the father of Davin Lannister, who's the big bearded guy who helps Jaime at Riverrun during the Siege of Riverrun. He's the Hand of the King. That's cool. So different factions are putting different Lannisters in charge because they're all turning out to be incompetent. That's quite funny. She's still the head of the house. Arresa Foot. House Foot will not take over the Westerlands. Haha. I won. Bryndon hasn't had any kids with his wife yet. I don't know why. Theon is just a large man in every way. How are the Freys doing? Yeah, Manfred Charlton still. The Vale, Ellen. Oh, Lysa's locked up. Why is that? Imprisoned. Oh. Turn on the power. Oh, she locked her own mother up. Why was that? Oh, well, Crawley burned her wooden sword when she was young. She's got revenge on her mum. She's like, Lysa, I'm gonna lock you up. And she's married to House Alec Hunter. Married to Alec Hunter. And Nedard is still going strong. With all his kids. Look at his badass kids. I love how they're all dark haired, unlike in the book. There's no one with auburn hair. No one with the tully hair. They're all just like pale and dark haired. Any more battles? Any more fights? Any more invasions? Haven karaoke stream when? That would be fun. Is Ren... Is he? No, wait, let me find Renners. If I can spell. Okay. Time for a renaissance, am I right? No, she's Faith of 7. Oh no, it's because she's wearing a red dress and has red hair. She's not a red priestess. Coleshot said, "I'll super chat you big if you sing Reigns of Castamere." What am I, your dancing monkey? I think I'm gonna embarrass myself for some money. I'm not that desperate. You don't need to give me the money. I'll sing the song anyway. No, I don't want to ruin anyone's microphones. Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it anyway. And who are you? The proud lord said that I must bow so low. Only a cat of a different coat. That's all the truth I know. A coat of gold, a coat of red. A lion still has claws. And mine are long and sharp, my lord, as long and sharp as yours. And so we spoke, that Lord of Castamere. And now the rains weep o'er his halls, with not a soul to hear. And now the rains weep o'er his halls, and no one there to hear. I think I mixed up the last two lines, didn't I? Shit, I've ruined the whole thing. Anyway, there you go. There's my singing. I'm happy to accept $1,000 in terms of super chat, if that's okay. If you want to go 2,000, you don't have to, but you can if you want. Okay. My concurrent viewers went up. Wasn't expecting that. Check the Hungerfords. Fuck you. I'll check the Hungerfords. I don't even remember how the Hungerford meme began, honestly. There we go. They're Bolton. Are they a Bolton cadet branch in this game? Because, like, they have to be, right? Look at that sigil. That is so Bolton. Except they don't flay their enemies, they eat their enemies. No, they're not they're just... Who's their liege? Linderley. They're in the Vale. Really? That's just the Bolton sigil. Goddamn Hungerfords. Your singing gave me a stroke, thanks. You're welcome. I do apologise to people who are maybe at work with their headphones in, wanting a chill stream, and then that blasts down. Who would be the best singer in the A Song of Ice and Fire books? Oh, that would be fun. Ranking every singer. That'd be cool. Okay, who do we know? We know Marillion is a great singer. Honey poured over thunder. Is that how it's described? Marillion. Isn't the Great John a good singer? Maybe he just sings loudly. No, yeah, he has like a rich voice. He's good. Apparently, Aenys Targaryen, or Aenus Targaryen, as Quinn called him in my video. Apparently, he had a very good singing voice. There's a Frey who's a singer. The son of Alexander Frey, that's it. The son of Simond is a singer. He does not attend the Red Wedding. Podrick. Podrick doesn't ever sing in the books, but in the show he is, of course, the best singer with that rich, dulcet tone. Thank you for the super chat from Coleshot, who says, "Good performance. I'm a man of my word." Thank you for the... You didn't have to send me a super chat, but thanks for the super chat. Thank you for proving to everyone that I am, in fact, little more than a singing monkey who will sing Reigns of Castamere for a scrap of... for a scrap of money. No, that's really kind of you. Thank you, Coleshot. I could have gone bigger with it. I was restraining myself because there's someone else in the flat right now, but like, if I wanted to, I could belt out like, oh. Great John would be rowdy but hype. Great John would be great to drink with. You drink everyone under a table. Yeah. Karaoke stream. Get all the Song of Ice and Fire YouTubers up. We will take it in turns to sing different songs from the books in the show. That could be fun. I'm planning on doing... I know quite a few of my patrons are here. I'm planning on doing a voice chat with you guys. I don't know if I said this in the Discord. But I'm thinking we can do like that movie night we talked about, or maybe we can start off with what's it called? Oh shit! I've completely forgotten what it's called. Where you can like draw pictures and it's like a free website. I can't remember what it's called, but it's something like that. Thank you very much. Or we could do some Jackbox games, Jackbox games, stuff like that. Bronn. I don't think Bronn sings in the book, but he's a good singer in the show because obviously he's played by Jerome Flynn, and Jerome Flynn is a singer, or was a singer back in the day. Simon Cowell was his producer, I think. Up on the roof. Hated the Sansa chapter when Marillion hits on her. Yeah, Marillion is like a full-on creep. Okay, not much happening. Maybe we should wrap up soon. There's not much happening here. We can do We've torn through 3 monarchs. And she's now 16, so she is officially the queen in her own right. She has no regent. Queen Vaela Targaryen, everyone. And she's holy shit, what? Oh yeah, she was never betrothed to anyone. Or she was going to be betrothed to Aerys, who's dead. So she's married Aemond Velaryon. Classic Targaryen-Velaryon marriage. We're going back. Targaryen powers climbing. Old school. So Lord Vaemond of High Tide. And then Aemond, his second son. That's cool. My Velaryon video is going strong. Sometimes I look at my old videos and like, the Hightower one has 400k. When the fuck did that happen? People keep watching it, and then that one leads on to the Velaryon one at the end. I'm like, if you haven't seen it, check out this. And so the Velaryon video is done well. But like at least 3 times a week, I get a comment on a new comment on the Velaryon video, complaining about the fact that they're black. Like every week, and it's just boosting my video, and I'm like, hell yeah. It's like my video has nothing to do with the discussion about the casting. It's literally just lore. It's just, here's the Valyrians in Hot D, this is what they get up to in the books. Here's like a lore rundown. And then people get like annoyed and they write in the comments and it's like, you're just boosting my video. Gartic phone, that's it. Thank you so much, Felix. Gartic phone, that's what I'm talking about. Gartic phone with my patrons could be fun. Although, Gartic phone with some other song. I don't want non-patrons, you guys in YouTube, to miss out either. So maybe I could live stream with my patrons, if my patrons are okay with that, for YouTube. Or I can do Gartic phone with some YouTubers, like Quinn, and get some others and we can play. Like Interesting Nerd Club does Gartic phone. Cool. Okay, well, how are the rest of the Targies doing? See, the Targs are ruling well. There's no rebellions, there's nothing. It's just going. Okay, so Princess... So these are Lyanna and Rhaegar's children. Rhaegal and Dany Snow. They have had a lovely incest baby, Jaehaera Targaryen, with dark hair because the Stark genes have infiltrated. Speaking of, how's Lyanna doing? Oh, she has actually aged. Cool. And then there's Alyssa, who married Titus Peak. A couple of kids, Thea and Corianne. And then Viserys' children, Lady Rhaela, isn't betrothed to anyone as of yet. Oh, she's been given the pitch. Okay. And Arya. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's go through. Ariane looking like a snack. Alejandra, Ariana, and Duran. Oh, you had a son called Duran. That's cool. Who's her primary heir, which I don't quite understand, because surely it's just the eldest, regardless of... Ariane, you hypocrite. How's Oberyn? Oberyn's alive! Oh, Oberyn's alive, look at him. Oh, look at all his kids. Oh my god. Man's got kids. Tyrell's cool. Oh, Stafford going strong. Cersei going strong. The Foots. If there are lots of members of House Foot, are they the Foots or are they the Feet? There's the sort of questions you come to Fancy Haven for, isn't it? The Riverlands. Fancy Haven, what a name. Is that a good name? Is that a good YouTube name? I can't tell. Stormlands, Alan. Vale, Ellen. Hey, Ellen and Alan. Who's the heir? Yeah, Grayscale. The North, Nedard. Okay, there's not too much happening. It's just kind of chill. We had the Blackfire Rebellion, didn't last long, and then 3 generations of Targs died of the pox. Oh yeah, speaking about before I wrap up, speaking about comments. This is weird, right? This is actually, I need to run this by you. So like I said, I get a load of Valyrian comments. I think it's because the thumbnail has like Corlys and it's an arrow pointing to Aurane Waters because he's the only Valyrian in the books with art, and I think inadvertently that thumbnail became provocative. But my worst episode of Hot D, weirdly, I keep getting comments about it by people who, they're different people, but they're saying like the same thing. they're like ranting the same stuff, and I'm like, this is too weird for them to be separate people. They're different accounts, and the writing style is different, but they're all saying the same thing, which makes me think, is there some kind of like community of people who are like brigading videos that are slightly critical of House of the Dragon? I'm gonna bring some up and read through them because they're really weird. Like they died down now, but there were like 4 of them. Okay, yeah, someone's asking me to check the wall. I haven't checked the wall in a bit. Alaric Wheel, the hunter. House Wheel? Oh, he's the only member of House Wheel. Okay, I don't know what that is. Who's at the wall then? Headwoman Dalla of Felcut. What the Mance Raider. There he is. Dickon Potter. It's always fun to see if there's any characters we know. Although you see it via the courtiers, so it's like, yeah. Not too much going on at the wall, admittedly. Don't really recognise these people. Beyond the wall. Wait, oh, did that say Chiefess Osha? Took me a while to get that out. That's pretty cool. It's Osha. Looking word for word. Okay, while I find the comment what? Whoa. Whoa. King Rhaegal, you're not the king, bro. She's dead. Oh my god. Another Targaryen king is dead. Okay, rest in peace, everyone. Amazing grace. Okay, F in the chat and all that. Was killed in an attack. When the hell did this happen? In the year 11th moon, 7th moon, a few months ago. Give me more context. Don't just say she was killed in an attack. Hold on. Can I debug this? Can I debug mode? How do I do that? How do I debug mode? I don't know. Fuck this up. No, oh my, another one. God. Wait, hold on. I'm lost. I can't remember where. There. Just killed in an attack. Assassinated? Like by who? That's so random. Damn, she was killed. And now the throne has passed to the next male, Rhaegal. Long live King Rhaegal the First Targaryen. We got Pox, killed in an attack, which is vague. Now we have King Rhaegal Targaryen. Good to have a man on the throne. Bruh. Died under mysterious circumstances. Excuse me? Why is that under his kills? Oh my god. Did he kill his cousin? Holy shit. Rhaegal killed his cousin. Why? She's 12. Why did Rhaegal kill his 12-year-old cousin? Yeah, he murdered her. Rhaegal assassinated his irrelevant cousin. Why? What are his traits? Okay, he's zealous, brave, ambitious, paranoid. Self-flagellation. This is not looking good. He's looking like a bit of... Oh, I think we've got a bit of a nutcase in charge. Not full-blown Mad King, but this guy seems a bit crazy. I mean, if he killed her, that would make sense to get in. Why would he kill his cousin? Okay, well... Who's his heir, at least? Jaehaera. Little Jaehaera. Does this weirdly have Aegon II, Helena, Jaehaera vibes? Anyone else? Okay, well, there aren't actually that many Targaryens left now. They're all fucking dying like flies. No, we've got... through the line of Peak, and then we have Lady Rhaegar. Jesus. Okay, let me get the comments that I was looking for. How did this keep happening? She was probably his rival, yeah, maybe. Assassinating my 12-year-old cousin because she was my rival. Okay. How long has this stream been going on for? 2 hours and a bit. Okay, well, I'll get the comments up and see. I keep wanting to wrap up because I'm like, oh, we're done here, but then a Targaryen fucking dies. We'll keep going. But while we do, let me find the comments I'm looking for. Am I going crazy, or are these comments like the same? So let me find it. So this is in my worst episode of House of the Dragon video, which I haven't watched in ages. It's probably very bad quality. Yeah, okay, so let me find it. Okay, so someone commented. So they commented like giant paragraphs in a random order. So one of them was this person who commented, Greens lose their mind for not getting edgy, badass, throat-slitting Kristen, but I loved every moment of it. We already have a bunch of edgelord Sigma Chads in the show. Daemon being turned into an MCU antihero. Aemond cosplaying as Anime Euron. Do we really need another cool villain? Again, at no point in the video do I say that I want edgy, badass Kristen. I said that the way he killed Beedry was stupid. Then he goes on to say, Viserys' callous disregard for his children left the most psychological effect on Aegon that shaped his character, no less part. Blah, blah. So this is him basically saying that Aegon's a good character and that his childhood trauma shapes how he is. And I've sort of had mixed opinion on Aegon. I think they went a bit too far in making him villainous too early on. And he's explaining why. So that's a decent criticism of my video, actually. Then he goes on to say, yeah, listen to this. The fact that Aegon was given nothing at all in the first season makes me more convinced it was a conscious choice to hide his power level and bait and switch the general public on the importance of the character. People are going to go back to season 1 and say, I never could have believed this kid was going to turn out to be the Antichrist, or whatever, which is ridiculous, because in my video I'm literally saying they've made him too villainous. How can he have an arc where he becomes broken by the war if you've already got him watching child fighting pits? Like, I think that went too far. And this commenter it's like oh yeah, he's gonna go through an arc. It's like, no, that's literally what I'm complaining that's not gonna happen. And then of course I replied to it, and my reply is ignored. That same person also commented saying, people are criticising Hot D for saying the characters are more sympathetic than their book counterparts. And then goes on to say, I contend that Hot D is telling a fundamentally different story that hews closer to the sensibilities of ancient Greek tragedy. Very pretentious. It goes on to talk about fate and Greek tragedy and stuff like that. Of course, not addressing anything in my video, because at no point in my video do I say I don't want sympathetic villains. What I say is, I like Alicent being more sympathetic, I just don't like how she spends a lot of the time, sitting there not doing anything. You know, I don't like how she's not involved in the coup. I don't like how Otto says, you now have to take over when he leaves, and then instead of forming a faction around her, she sits there for 10 years not doing anything until Larys helps her, and then Otto comes back to take things over. And then they left another comment saying that it deviates from the law, but that doesn't matter because the book sucks, Fire and Blood sucks, and the Green Council was a great episode, and again, all the criticisms are based on things I haven't said. And so they posted that, and I thought, I thought that was a very strange thing to comment, but it's just someone rambling, and someone seemed to be attacking criticisms of the Green Council episode without actually addressing my video. And you may think, okay, well that's then someone else comments, someone else who comes in, there they are. Basically being like, oh yes, Alicent shouldn't have been involved in the coup. Everyone wants her to be like a girl boss, Marjorie 2.0, blah blah blah. Her being torn, the messianic fear for her children, fating her to make the cursed gamble, is an element of Sophoclean tragedy. People who cannot read subtext and get confused by the slightest ambiguity and parallel motivations always have the most to say about the writing of a show whose best scene are scenes that are not in the books. So again, bringing in like Greek tragedy into the mix, which a weird thing, and bringing in the whole Marjorie Girl Boss comment, which is the same as the previous comment, and then Green supporters complain all the time about this and that, and it's like, so I read that one, I was like, okay, this is weird. You're doing the whole Marjorie Girl Boss thing. You're criticizing criticisms I never made. You're bringing in Greek, like you're talking about Greek tragedy specifically, and you're also being like Green fans, as if I'm a Green fan because I criticized an episode. I was like, okay, that's weird. But then there's another comment. Then there's another one that came in where they said, where is it? Where they start talking about the whole sympathy thing, and they do the whole, wow, people just want a badass girl boss like Marjorie. Again, they say the same thing. Then they say Fire and Blood is a god-awful, rushed, half-baked book. Again, the whole criticising Fire and Blood. And then expecting them to understand purpose of the prophecy in a Greek epic sense might as well be teaching my dog to understand it. So again, being pretentious, but also like bringing Greek tragedy into it. And it's like, and I think there's even a fourth one. There's a fourth comment. Yeah. Okay, I can't find it. But I got 4 different comments where, I don't know if anyone gives a shit about this, by the way, I don't know who's watching. But I had 4 different comments where people just came in, and they're different accounts, and they have different writing styles, so it's not the same person. But they all brought up the same stuff over and over, as if they're like from the same group, where they come in talking about Greek tragedy and saying that you're too stupid to understand the nuance and subtext of the concepts such as fate and prophecy and determinism, and you're mad that Alicent isn't a boring girl boss like Marjorie, and it's better than Fire and Blood because Fire and Blood sucks, and you want Kristen to be this badass, well guess what, he's more complex than that. And it, like, they all say the same thing, and I'm like, and none of that addresses my video, as I've said before. None of that addresses my video, because no point in the video do I say that I don't give a shit about black versus green. Like, it's fantasy. Like, what are you talking about? At no point do I say that I want Alicent to be like Marjorie, or that I want her to be a girl boss. At no point do I say that Kristen isn't badass enough, or like all these criticisms. It's like there's a group of people who have like set copy-paste criticisms to attack people who don't like the Green Council episode or the way the Greens were portrayed, and they're just like going around to videos and posts and like posting it in there, because they don't respond to my reply. I respond to them debunking everything they've said, being like, why aren't you just addressing the video? And then they don't say anything. It's just weird. It's really weird. Like, again, if you want to comment on my videos and criticize, like, I like that. I like that people being like, actually, I think you're wrong because of this, and then we can have a discussion. But when people are like, Green fans don't care about this and it's Greek tragedy, and it's like, who are you talking to? It's like you're like a crazy person screaming into a void. You're not addressing anything anyone has said. And if you're just going to random videos that are critical of the Green Council episode or House of the Dragon, and you're just like spamming, like, it's weird. It's just weird. Like, it's not a big deal. I remember when they came, those comments are coming in, I was just like, what? Very strange, but kind of funny. But by the way, in case, like, I love House of Dragon. I didn't like the Green Council episode, but I love House of Dragon, just to clarify, in case there are people who haven't seen my old reviews. Like, I love the show. And the Green Council episode is like a decent episode. It's just, there are disappointing things in it. Yeah, the characters in the show are more black and white, and that does cheapen the story, with a few exceptions. Alicent is more sympathetic, but at the cost of her agency. Aemond was perfect for me. Aemond, of all the changes and all the, like, miscommunication and misunderstanding and that they overdid in the show, Aemond accidentally killing Lucerys, I think, was amazing. I was like, I didn't see it coming. When it happened, I was like, actually, that's great. I love what that could do for the future of his character. Because if he starts off being a nutcase, it's like, whatever. But if he accidentally does this thing, he's like, he has to live up to that. Yes, that's... Blackcurrant said, it sounds like AI. I was tempted to read the entire comments, but I feel like you guys would have, you lot would have been a bit, like, bored by that. But they genuinely read like AI wrote them. Yeah, the whole Green versus Black war is really pathetic. Like, not as a meme. People, like, joking around, like, Black cells versus Green Chads, that's funny. People being like, okay, let's actually discuss who is more legitimate, which side has better characters, who technically... Like, that's fine. But people who, like, go insane, being like, I'm going to post in the Green, Team Greens, and roast the... And it's like, it's not real, guys. Like, what are you doing with your lives? It's not real. Like, if you want to have fun with it like it's sports, that's fun to me. Like, hashtag I'm Team Black, I'm Team Green, that's fun. But when you take it seriously and you're like, you Greens think this and that, it's like, dude, it's not serious, it's not real, is it? This is where I lose viewers who are, like, viciously on one side. the Greek tragedy stuff. Yeah, oh, you think it sounds pretentious, Alfie? I didn't even read them out fully. There's some, like... Oh, I'm tempted to get one of them up, because some of them sound pretentious, and then there was one where it was actively, like, whoever's... Basically, like, you'd be too stupid to understand what I'm saying. I was like, oh, boy. I love it. Where is it? Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I already read this one. It was, expecting them to understand the purpose of a prophecy in a Greek epic sense might as well be teaching my dog to understand it. Who's them? Who's they? If you're commenting on my video, address my video. Don't talk about some random they. Are they talking about the Maesters, maybe? The damn Maesters. There hasn't been a Green versus Black poll. Yeah, that'd be cute. Seeing as I'm talking about it. On the back of me talking about how annoying Green versus Black people are, let's have a poll. Green versus Black. Let's go. Lord Beesbury. Are the commenters pro or anti-green? The commenters, that's from Jack Hassat. The commenters are not pro or anti-green. The people in the comments are literally like, as in the normal comments are just like people either agreeing or disagreeing that the Green Council is a good or bad episode. And it's these weird comments that are the ones that are coming in, being like, ha, green fans are triggered. And it's like, what are you talking about? And it's like, it's not like they didn't have some good points in those comments, by the way. But yeah, Rhaenyra and Alicent being childhood friends was great. It was amazing. Like, it makes me cringe. It makes me embarrassed to be a fan when, like, people online are arguing with each other about, like, Alicent this and that, and Rhaenys, and they're, like, really pissed off, and they're, like, attacking the actors, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Just be normal. They're not real. Just have fun with it. Just have fun. Put on some black or green merch. Side with a certain team. Sit down, watch the show. Have some fun with it. Am I trying to start a war? Yes, I am. There's not enough war happening in the fucking game, so I've got to start it in the chat. The blacks are winning. I genuinely, like... The war is not very nuanced. There's fun aspects to it, and it's more nuanced than it is in the show, which is bizarre because I thought the show would be more nuanced. But that being said, it's clear that, like, the blacks are portrayed as the protagonists, and then the greens are portrayed as the antagonists. It does surprise me when people get so invested in a conflict that isn't particularly deep and nuanced. Like, it's basically just someone is named queen and the green is trying to steal it from her, and then she fights back, and in doing so she goes a bit brutal, and it's like, didn't Joff's actor get harassed back in the early seasons? Yes, but I hear the idea that he quit acting because he got harassed isn't true. Apparently most fans were really nice to him, and he quit because he wanted to focus on academic stuff. Gonna have to rewatch that video. Those early videos, the best episode, worst episode, Hot D, they're very much like the Glidus inspired, you know, like piss take kind of rap, and not that well, but you know, rapid editing, memes, that kind of thing. They're not great because it's like I didn't have the kind of tech wise, I didn't have the right stuff for it to look good. Like, I do it way different now, so it's kind of weird, and the audio's not great, but I had fun with them. And I don't think I even still have the same opinions I did back then about some stuff. A Hot D's so far away, isn't it? I want to make more Hot D content, but the last time I did, they flopped because, like, people aren't watching Hot D anymore. When Hot D comes out, it's gonna be so much fun. So many videos, so much streaming, collabs. I gotta pick a time to do the post-episode live streams because, like, everyone else does it immediately afterwards. There's no point jumping in. Okay, what's... Oh, holy shit, it's 328. Rhaego is still the king. What the hell did we miss? Oh, no. Well, he had the Zealous trait from the start, didn't he? He's zealous and he self-flagellates, and now he's carved the seven-pointed star onto his head. Looks like we have a new theocrat in power. We have a new Baelor the Blessed, but Baelor the Blessed, if impending doom. He feels a sense of impending doom. Vowed poverty? Oh, that's why he's wearing that. Oh my god, we literally have, like, Baelor the Blessed, except he murdered his cousin. So he's like a worse Baelor the Blessed. Died under he looks like he also murdered some random lowborn called Endrew. You're the king, what are you doing? Okay, we've got to explore what's going on. Before I wrap up this stream, we've got to explore what's going on. Okay, yeah, so Rhaego and Daenerys, how's Daenerys doing? Thick with 2 C's. Jaehaera, Aerion, Aaron, I've never seen that Targ name before. And Rhaegar. Cool. And what about the cousins? Or the cousin? Oh shit, okay, she has also carved the 7-pointed star into her... and she's sadistic. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Looks like the Red Keep is being... Who's she married? She's not married to anyone. Looks like the Red Keep is being taken over by radicals. The Wolf. Sly, vicious, noble, but rarely honourable. Okay. Has he done anything weird? His rival was Andrew. How did he get a rivalry with just a lowborn? He had an awkward moment with a duck. Changed his life forever. Alright, well, shall we... We're nearing the year 330, which would be roughly 50 years since Robert's Rebellion, so let's wrap up this stream. If any more any final questions, any final super chats to support the channel, any final anything, let me know. While I do one last swoop. Westeros swoop. Like, subscribe, comment. That's all cool. Check out my Patreon. Got some cool ass perks there. Join the Discord, the lowest tier, join the Discord. Higher tiers, you can get shout outs, you get exclusive videos like the House Dane video. I know you want that, Jack. I see your Dane profile picture. What else have we got? I can make art for you, etc, etc. There we go. Never be scared to shill. When it's a difference between staying in your flat or being kicked out, don't be scared to chill. The dragons in Hot D, goddamn terrifying. Yes. Rhaegar went tradcath. He did. He did. A Targ called the Wolf. Yeah, what could go wrong? Baelor the Unholy. Casper asks, worst Song of Ice and Fire book in your opinion? I'd probably have to go Dance with the Dragons, because in every other book I still enjoy to read the chapters even if I had issues. Dance with the Dragons was the first book where every time I turned the page and I saw the word Daenerys, I would groan and be like, I can't do this, and I put the book down, and it would be a slog to get through Daenerys chapters. No other book is it like, am I actively like, this is painful to read. Daenerys and Dance with Dragons is painful. That book has some of the highest highs in the Song of Ice and Fire, also the lowest lows. Can I say it's the worst one? No, I don't know. Thank you for a couple of super chats. One from the one, the only Seth Cook. Seth Cook asks, could I get a House Cook Knight of your design? In the Fantasy Haven style? Yes, if you signed up for my Patreon and got the tier with where I make a Fantasy Haven character and I send you the PNG / cameos in the video, whatever. Yeah. Thank you, Jack, for the super chat as well. Hashtag Team Small Folk Smash the Throne. Yeah. Hashtag Team Small Folk. That's a David Lightbringer thing, isn't it? Hashtag Team Small Folk. You should do a stream where you pick off a previous what? Don't just say that and disappear. A previous what? Key, your phone's almost dead. You're going to get going. Goodbye, Key. I'm going to wrap up anyway because we've reached the year 330. Let's do one last swoop and then head off because it looks like nothing else is happening, right? So one last swoop. Rhaegar the Wolf, Tradcath, inbred children. Who's the heir to the throne? Oh, I think Cognoscenti was saying, do a stream where you pick off from the previous live stream. So I do observer mode, and instead of starting from the beginning, I continue the story. I could do. I'll definitely save and see if people want that. Yeah. Cool. So, what else have we got? Dawn. What's going on? Dawn. One Last Sweep. Ariane. Cool. Eamon. Looking battered. Oh, let's check out Renly. Renly's okay. Rest in peace to Renly. Rest in peace. He died. He drowned. Oh, Quentin Baratheon. Look at that. Spitting image of young Bobby B almost. Nope. The Reach. Lord Paramount Willis. Married to a farman. Then look at the Tarleys. Oh. Look at that. Randall Tarley. How did Randall die? Slain by Merriman. What the hell? The Westerlands. Lady Sansa of the Westerlands. What the fuck? Blonde Sansa. That's kind of cursed. So, how did that... Okay, so Stafford was Lord Paramount. He died of old age. Davin died in his sleep. And now we have Sansa Lannister. Sansa Lannister. That's not how I thought this would end. Brynden the Zealot. What the hell is going on? Vow of Poverty. 7-pointed... Oh, 7-pointed star into his head. Okay. So he's just copied the king. And he has also become a zealot. Okay, there's a hardcore Faith of the Sevenism has gripped. Why is she always the worthy? Vow of Poverty as well. A sacred vow. What is going on? Puritanism has spread. Rhaegal, Brynden, Ellen. Oh, Lysa died, rest in peace. What about the Greyjoys? Roderick. Okay, so Balon died of old age. Oh, so many Greyjoys. Oh my god, look at that. Oh no. So many. Marin became a maester? Is that a maester? Oh no. Asher died. Thickon Greyjoy. Okay, oh, let's see. Frey's in charge. Now the House Nayland is in charge. How did this happen? What's happened to House Frey? Okay. And finally, yeah, Ned Stark died of old age. And Harrion of the North with his eye patch. That's a pretty cool image. All of the old characters are basically dead, so... Demeric. Hey, it's Demeric! This is a blessed timeline. Demeric survived. Bruce Bolton died of old age. Ramsay died in a horse riding accident. That would have been for the best everywhere. Oh shit. God damn, another death. Okay. Danny Snow died of cancer, rest in peace. He's got a new spouse. Albetha Arryn. Oh, the daughter of Lady... Okay, cool. 14, so that's kind of creepy. Yeah, okay, don't know what that's about, Rhaegal, but... one last look. The Targaryens were dying like flies. They did... It was beginning to look like that maybe they'd wipe themselves out, but no. We've got King Rhaegal and we have Jaehaera. We have Aerion the Heir. Aerion the Heir, that's a cool epithet. Nice bit of alliteration. Verbal at least. Aerion, And Rhaegar. Okay. The name will live on. And then Rhaela also carved Sauron to herself, because why not? Wow, there we go. There we go. Time to... How long does this stream be going on for? 2 hours, 40 minutes? Jesus Christ, I need to stop this. I haven't had any food. I was supposed to make food. I was supposed to make dinner. It's 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. No dinner. No dinner is here. This was meant to be like an hour and a half. This was going to be a short stream. God damn it. Okay, what have I missed out on? Cognoscenti, I did indeed say your name. I love all the old chats, all the old comments in the chat being like, yeah, nice stream. Oh, thanks. Oh, this was cool. Because I said like half an hour ago I was going to wrap up and I just haven't. One last swoop. Sansa Lannister, yeah. Sansa Lannister is blurst. Okay, I was hyper-focusing. I was ADHD hyper-focusing on this stream because now that I've detached myself and I've gone, okay, I need to wrap up now. My body is now noticing that I'm hungry. So my stomach is like hurting from lack of food. That's one of the weird things with hyper-focusing. Like you literally forget you need the toilet, you forget you need to eat. You just focus on what's in front of you and you zone in and you do it better than anyone else could. And then when it stops, you're like, oh shit. And you don't get to choose when you hyper-focus. My ADHD brothers and sisters can relate to that, if any of you are there. Oh, Quinn. Hello. Food and sleep half of the week, you're right. Okay, before I leave, I'll answer one final question, which is Casper asking, what is your opinion about British cuisine? Putting words British and cuisine together is in itself an abomination. So I won't justify that with a response. There is no such thing. No, a full English breakfast is actually pretty base, not gonna lie. Okay, well, I've overstayed my welcome. This is absurdly long, and I'm hungry, and I still have lots to do. I have lots to do. Alright, I'm off. Take care. I will have my dinner, I'll have my tea, I'll have my whatever. Goodbye. Bye-bye-bye.